Could the key to doubling your weight loss efforts be as simple as ditching certain foods from your diet? A groundbreaking study suggests that by steering clear of ultra-processed foods, individuals may be able to shed twice as much weight. This revelation, published in the prestigious journal Nature, has sparked a fresh wave of interest in the impact of food processing on our health and waistlines. Ultra-processed foods, or UPFs, are those that are typically high in saturated fats, salt, and sugar. 55 participants who were overweight but otherwise healthy were enrolled in the study. Half of them were assigned an 8-week diet plan that included minimally processed foods, such as overnight oats, cottage pie, and chicken salad, all prepared from scratch. The other half was given a diet of ready-to-eat protein bars, store-bought sandwiches, and microwave lasagna. Both diets were nutritionally matched, ensuring they contained the recommended levels of fat, saturated fat, protein, carbohydrates, salt, and fiber. After completing one diet for 8 weeks, the participants switched to the other diet. The results were striking. Those on the minimally processed diet lost twice as much weight, 2.06%, compared to those on the UPF diet, 1.05% loss. Moreover, the UPF diet group did not experience the same level of fat loss as the minimally processed diet group. Dr. Samuel Dickin, a researcher at UCL's Center for Obesity Research and Department of Behavioral Science and Health, commented, "Previous research has linked ultra-processed foods with poor health outcomes. However, not all ultra-processed foods are inherently unhealthy based on their nutritional profile. The study's findings suggest that the impact of UPFs on weight loss goes beyond their nutritional content, potentially affecting food cravings and overall eating behavior. Participants on the minimally processed diet reported fewer cravings than those on the UPF diet. Interestingly, those on the UPF diet consumed more calories than those on the minimally processed diet. The NHS recommends an average daily calorie intake of 2,000 for women and 2,500 for men. Participants were given more food than they needed. But those on the minimally processed diet spontaneously consumed 230 calories less than recommended, while those on the UPF diet consumed 120 calories less. Gunter Kuhnle, a professor of food science and nutrition at Reading University, who was not involved in the study, told The Independent, "I think it confirms that it is not processing that is important, but rather food composition." He suggests that consumers should focus more on the composition of their food, such as the types of carbohydrates and fats, rather than solely on the level of processing. However, the study's senior author, Professor Rachel Batterham, advises, "The best advice to people would be to stick as closely to nutritional guidelines as they can, by moderating overall energy intake, limiting intake of salt, sugar, and saturated fat, and prioritizing high-fiber foods such as fruits, vegetables, pulses, and nuts. Choosing less processed options such as whole foods and cooking from scratch rather than ultra-processed packaged foods or ready meals is likely to offer additional benefits in terms of body weight, body composition, and overall health."